Hello viewers, you are watching NLTV News now. I'll read through the headlines first. An unidentified dead body recovered in Dimapur. Lifeless body of a non-local found in Lakeview Colony inside Naga Cemetery in Dimapur on Friday. Two-day district level under-14 tournament takes place in Government HR Secondary School. Half Nagarjan Ground tournament organized by District Sports Office in collaboration with Table Tennis, Badminton and Athletic Association Dimapur. Nagaland Police organizes the Nagaland Police Hackathon 2021 in partnership with NIT Nagaland to facilitate technical solution for policing. The competition is open for startups, IT firms and 3 to 5 participants from educational institutions. The 10th Kohima Table Tennis Championship and Catch Them Young Tournament kickstarts on Friday at TT Stadium, Kohima. And now the news in detail. A dead body of a known local was found by some kids of Lakeview Colony inside Naga Cemetery in Dimapur at around 11 a.m. this morning. Later, the colony elders informed the West Police Station, after which the dead body was taken by the police. The person is aged around 22 to 24 years old. Due to the COVID pandemic, public transportations operated under lockdown guidelines for 50% capacity. Due to this, the fare increased and citizens faced a lot of hardships. The High Part Committee spokesperson Neba Krono declared the new unlock phase 8, including relaxation in public transportation. Now buses and taxi services can accommodate 100% capacity of passengers. Based on this, NLTV went for ground reporting to Dimapur taxi stand and got to our knowledge that operation of public transportation to 100% capacity will operate from 1st of November. Meanwhile, citizens are to raise an appeal to the government for a constant rise in petrol and diesel prices.
Amin bhi to shuru kuru bola ase government ber kina ko ase itu kuch chala bola ase mamina
acha to lockdown time de 50% bukhe dam de fair and usually kiman kinika lui dekse
lockdown dam de 50% dam de to per person 600 thaki mana hole bhi jado lockdown khuli dise gole to eta to 100% capacity kori chakle bhara bhi komti ho jabo to public karne bhi bhale dido na normal rate ai jabo eta normal to last time to man to before pandemic to 300 thaki je sabo eta government lo to kotha guri ase kinika hobo mambi kilo kole ja petrol dam bhi bishi uthi ase to तो इचारो आमियान ऑफिस बेयर्स कान मिलिना किनेगा गवर्नमेंट लदो किना कथा गरले ভাল হবো ইতো ভাবনা কৰি আছে তামিনা পেট্রোল নিমিতে তো সবে এটা গভর্নমেন্ট বা পেট্রোল তো 107 106 হই যাচ্ছে তো আমিয়ান তো এটা ট্যাক্সি কান তো লবি কোন কোন গাড়ি হলবি পালিবলে না পারা হয়েছে এটা প্যাসেঞ্জার কান তো 4টা লই যাব 7টা লই যাব দুমা 10টা লই যাব হলবি তেল তো ইমান উঠি থাকিলে তো ভাড়া তো অলপ হলবি উঠিলে তো ইতিবি ভাল কিলো গলে তেল কমতি হইছে গলে তো আমিন বি নরমাল ভাড়া তো 300 আছে গলে 300 লই না আরাম রা আপদান করব পারবো না তো এটা তো গভর্নমেন্ট বলে ভাবনা করলে ভালো আছে পারাতক তেল দাম তো কমতি করিছে গলে তো আমিন সব নিমিতে ভালো আছে পাবলিক কান নিমিতে না
গভর্নমেন্ট গানি কো এপিল গ্রোমন আছে না
হয় গভর্নমেন্ট কে এপিল করব কিলো গলে আমিন পাবলিক কান বেশি দুঃখ পাওয়া যায় না পেট্রোলের দাম তো পারাতক মরম করি না কমতি করে দিবি কিলো গলে আমিন বেশি দুঃখ পায় না বই আছে
হয় পেট্রোলের দাম তো খালি আজ একদিন নয় দিন দিন না উঠি আছে 1 টাকা হলে বি এনেকা উঠি আছে তো কারণে মই খান গভর্নমেন্ট কে ইটো এপেল আছে কি ইটো পেট্রোলের দাম তো অলপ কমতি হৈ যালে না কোৱা নিচিনা ইটো নৱেম্বৰ 1 পৰা তো ফুল ক্যাপাসিটি এনেকা গভর্নমেন্ট পৰা এনেকা কোৱা কাৰণে হয় ইটো ফুল ক্যাপাসিটি কৰি দিয়া তো ভাল আছে পাবলিক কাৰণে না হলে বি কোৱা নিচিনা ইটো পেট্রোলের দাম তো ইটো পয়লা রেট তো থাকিছে গলে তো মখান বি দুখ পাই যায় তো কিলে গলে মখান বি এক্সপেন্ডিচার বেশি থাকে গাড়ি এনেকা বনা সময়তে গাড়ি চলা সময়তে কিলে গলে গাড়িলা সামান খান তো বানাব কৈছে গলে তো পয়সা তো অলপ যায় তো ইটো কাৰণে गवर्नमेंट के मुखान ला इतु एपेल আছে कि पेट्रोलर दाम অলপ কমতি কৰি দিলে ভাল মই কাৰণে এইটো না আৰু পাব্লিক খান ইটোৱে কিলে ক'লে এতিয়া 600 আছে হয় এইটো পাব্লিক খান কাৰণে এইটো একটা বেছি ডাঙৰ কথা একটা আছে তো কিলে ক'লে এক মানুহ হাজিৰা কৰি কিনা থাকিলে বি 600 তো নাপায় তো কমতি হ'লে বি 500 না এনেকা পায় এইটো কাৰণে পাৰাতকতো ইটো পেট্ৰলৰ দাম কমতি হয় কিনা পয়লা নিচিনা একটা দাম একটা লিমিট পলাইছে গ'লে এইটো ভাল
A two-day district-level under-14 tournament has commenced in Government Higher Secondary School, Half Nagaranjan Road on Friday. The tournament has been organized by District Sports Office in collaboration with Table Tennis, Badminton and Athletic Association, Dimapur. A total of 10 schools are participating in the event, playing various sports like badminton, table tennis and so on. Furthermore, selected students in district level will be qualified for state level. We have more on this. Let's have a look.
Apparently, after they get selected, they will be trained for about a week or so. And I think by second week of November, they will be taken up. The winners, they will be taken up to Kohima. And then that's where the state level competition will be held. We have different disciplines. So, for example, we have the badminton, TT, both for the boys and girls, and I think singles, doubles. Whereas for the athletics, we have five events discipline, I think, like 100-meter race, 800-meter race, long jump, high jump, and shot put.
The 10th Kohima Table Tennis Championship and Catch Them Young tournament has kick-started on 29th of October 2021 at TT Stadium, Kohima. The inaugural function began at 10 a.m. with National Table Tennis Association President Swelulu Pucho as the chief guest. Pucho, in his speech, congratulated the Kohima District Table Tennis Association for their efforts in strengthening the table tennis fraternity in the district and also for organizing the event where young talents could be identified and nurtured. Pucho stressed on the importance of maintaining a balanced diet and proper nutrition amongst the athletes. The tournament will conclude on 30th of October.
Who was an Olympic runner, and this is what he says: I believe God made me for a purpose, but He also made me fast. And when I run, I feel God's pleasure. He also went on to say, to give up running would be to fall in contempt. This morning I just want to say, there is no unspiritual abilities, just misuse one. So we need to start using ours for God's pleasure. Psalm 33 verse 15 says, He has shaped each one in turn. Now He watches everything we do. Let's bow down our head and acknowledge God as I say prayer. Father, we thank You for the gift of life and the activities that we can do to enjoy and enhance our life with. Father, we thank You for this tournament hosted by the Kohima Table Tennis Association under the theme Catch Them Young. Father, I pray that this tournament will bring about the very purpose it intends. I pray that all the people who are involved in this tournament will come to love, appreciate life as You want us to.
On behalf of Kohima District Table Tennis Association, we welcome you to the 10th Kohima District Table Tennis Tournament. As you all know, table tennis initially started in England, where the elite groups, after dinner, they used to play table tennis on the dinner table. And during those times, it was known as ping pong. And soon afterwards, it was coined table tennis again. As you know, table tennis is a very fast game where you need your hand-eye coordination. And so, for this game, it is also recommended by other sports to play this game, such as cricket, tennis, badminton, shooting, so that it may improve their hand-eye coordination. And this is a very fast game.
Nagaland Police has organized the Nagaland Police Hackathon 2021 in partnership with NIT Nagaland to facilitate technical solution for policing. The competition is open for startups, IT firms and 3 to 5 participants from educational institutions. The competition is based on problem statements such as fake news in social media, integrated gate management system, high security and vehicle monitoring. The registration will be open for 2 days, 5th and 6th of November at PTS Hall, Chumukidima, Dimapur. The participants for the hackathon are required to submit a brief synopsis on the topic selected at the time of registration. For further details and information, one can contact SP Cybersecurity at 8732071110 and ASP Cybercrime at 8974621353. Furthermore, finals will be held at 6th and 7th of December at PHQ Conference, Kohima. The Modi government is planning to start a door-to-door vaccination campaign against COVID-19. This month-long campaign will begin on 2nd of November. According to Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, Har Ghar Dastak campaign will be launched in poor-performing districts to enthuse and motivate people towards full vaccination against the deadly infection. Around 48 districts have been identified where the first dose coverage among eligible beneficiaries is less than 50%. There are around 11 crore people in the country who have not taken the second dose after the expiry of the prescribed interval. The health minister said that adequate vaccine doses are available in the country and more than 12 crore balance unutilized doses are available with the states and union territories for administering. The state health ministers were requested to inquire and ensure continuous oversight on progress of the national COVID-19 vaccination program. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra arrived in Uttar Pradesh's Lalitpur on Friday to meet the family of a farmer who died allegedly due to distress over non-availability of fertilizers. 55-year-old Bhogilal Pal of Nayagaon had died of a cardiac arrest while standing in a queue outside a fertilizer shop. He had reportedly been waiting for his turn to purchase fertilizers for 2 days. Several states have reported an acute shortage of fertilizers in recent weeks. The shortage turning deadly in the Bundelkhand region of the state, where despite farmers died trying to get their hands on bags of fertilizers. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra will meet the Bivard family as well as other farmers affected by low stock of fertilizers. She travelled to Lalitpur on the Sabarmati Express on Thursday night. The porters appraised Priyanka Gandhi on the challenges they are facing and the economic blow they suffered due to the pandemic.
पूरी तरह से फेल है। किसानों के प्रति सरकार ने किसानों को एकदम पूरी तरह से नकारा है। ये एक समस्या नहीं है, ठीक है, यहाँ 4 परिवारों के साथ ये हुआ, पूरे बुंदेलखंड में ये हो रहा है। बुंदेलखंड में
जिस तरह से यहाँ के अधिकारियों की बात करें तो जिस तरह से किसान परेशान रहा तो अधिकारी अफसरशाही को लेकर क्या कहेंगे आप, क्योंकि कोई सुनवाई नहीं हुई, क्या किसानों को लाठी मारी गई यहाँ पे?
ये कह रहे हैं कि हम गए, एक बच्ची रो रही थी बेचारी, कह रही थी कि पिताजी की शक्ल भी नहीं देख पाई।
सरकार ने 10 लाख का मुआवजे का ऐलान किया था, मैं 2 लाख रुपए दिए मैडम।
है ना, वो चरम पे।
जी।
Chief of Army Staff General M.M. Narawane on Friday said as the National Defence Academy opens its door for women cadets, it is expected that they are welcomed with the same sense of fair play and professionalism. He was addressing the cadets after reviewing the passing out parade of the 141 course of the NDA at New Delhi. Last month, the Defence Ministry had informed the Supreme Court that a notification allowing women candidates to appear for the entrance exam to the NDA will be out by May next year. But observing that induction of women to the NDA cannot be postponed by 1 year, the Apex Court had allowed female candidates to take the exam in November this year and not wait till May 2022 as requested by the government. The government has reappointed Shashikanta Das as the Reserve Bank of India's governor for 3 more years. The reappointment is effective from 10th of December or until further orders, whichever is earlier. The decision was approved by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet late on Thursday. Das was previously the Department of Economic Affairs Secretary at the Finance Ministry and was appointed at the head of the Central Bank on 11th of December 2018 for a period of 3 years. If he serves the full 6-year term as governor, Das would become the longest-serving RBI governor in almost 7 decades. During his long tenure in the Ministry of Finance, Government of India, Das was directly associated with the preparation of as many as 8 union budgets. Petrol and diesel prices were hiked for the third consecutive day today after a 2-day pause across the country on Friday. The latest increase that follows the unrelenting hike in international oil prices has pushed pump rates across the country to their highest ever levels. Petrol and diesel prices were hiked by 35 paise once again per litre each, according to a price notification of the state-owned fuel retailers. Petrol now costs Rs 108.64 a litre in Delhi and Rs 114.47 in Mumbai. Diesel is now priced at Rs 97.37 a litre in Delhi and Rs 105.49 in Mumbai. The government has raised excise duty on petrol and diesel to mop up gains that would have otherwise occurred to consumers from international oil prices crashing to as low as USD 19 per barrel. In several villages of Telangana's Huzurabad Assembly constituency, voters, especially women, staged dharna on Saturday demanding cash for their vote openly. Ahead of the by-election, they demanded the bribe, shouted slogans against politicians and exposed the open secret that all parties send money in an election in order to buy as many votes as possible. The protest began after voters in other villages were given envelopes by some political parties while they did not receive any. Some groups of angry women sat in front of a village sarpanch's house in Venavanka Mandal and demanded cash. Voters in Rangapur, Patrapali and Pedapaya Pale villages also staged dharnas. Meanwhile, the police had a tough time in dispersing the protesters. The Ministry of Railways on Friday said that it has declared to withdraw the decision on Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation convenience fee. This comes a day after IRCTC said that it has been asked to share 50% of its revenue earned as convenience fee from booking on its website. The online ticketing arm of Indian Railways on Thursday informed the exchange that it was asked to share 50% of its revenue earned as convenience fee from bookings on its website with the national transporter, an arrangement that has been continued since the pandemic. Convenience fee charged from customers generated a sizable revenue for both IRCTC and the railways. The fees is not part of the rail fare, it is for the service of online ticket booking offered by the IRCTC. Kannada film star Puneet Rajkumar passed away after suffering cardiac arrest on Friday. He was admitted to the intensive care unit of a private hospital in Bengaluru after he complained of chest pain at around 11:40 in the morning. The 46-year-old superstar reportedly suffered a heart attack while working out at a gym. According to the statement issued by Vikram Hospital, Rajkumar was non-responsive when brought to the hospital. Earlier in the afternoon, Puneet's family sources said that the actor is in critical condition and receiving treatment in the ICU. Chief Minister of Karnataka, Basavaraj Bommai, Bengaluru City Police Officer Commissioner Kamal Pant and several other dignitaries visited the hospital. Actor Rajinikanth on Friday has been admitted to Kaveri Hospital in Chennai for a routine medical examination. According to the officials of Kaveri Hospital, Rajinikanth was admitted on Thursday following an episode of giddiness. They further mentioned that he was thoroughly evaluated by the expert panel of doctors and was advised to undergo carotid artery. Notably, the procedure was performed successfully on Friday. Furthermore, he is likely to be discharged from the hospital after a few days. That is all for now. This is Gargi Rekha signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV.